Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into one of the darkest episodes of American history, the Colfax Massacre. This tragic event during the turbulent Reconstruction era in the American South not only reshaped the political landscape of Louisiana, but it also left an indelible mark on the nation's struggle for racial equality. Following the Civil War, the American South was a region in dramatic transition. Newly freed African Americans, emboldened by the promise of citizenship and suffrage, began to engage actively in the political process. As African American men started voting and even holding public office, a new power dynamic emerged, one that challenged the long-standing racial hierarchies. However, these advances were met with fierce resistance from many white Southerners. The political landscape in Louisiana was split, especially during the contentious gubernatorial election of 1872. Both pro-Reconstruction and segregationist factions claimed victory. This division set the stage for a dramatic clash that would soon engulf the small town of Colfax. In Colfax, the tension reached a boiling point. A pro-Reconstruction militia, comprising primarily of African Americans and their white allies, took a stand by occupying the Grant Parish Courthouse. This building wasn't just a symbol of local government. It became a powerful emblem of hard-won political empowerment and the hope for a more just society. For several weeks, these defenders held their ground, knowing that their actions were much more than a military gesture. They were a declaration of their rights and a stand against the forces of racial repression. But on Easter Sunday, April 13, 1873, the situation took an irreversible turn. On that fateful day, almost 300 white supremacists marched on the courthouse, determined to seize back control and erase the progress made by Reconstruction. As tensions escalated, the attackers managed to position a cannon threatening the very heart of the courthouse. Outnumbered and facing such overwhelming odds, roughly 60 defenders were forced to surrender. But surrender was only the beginning of the carnage. In a spiraling descent into lawlessness, chaos reigned, provoked by an accidental discharge that reportedly killed one of the white leaders. Enraged, the attackers turned their fury on the captured and wounded, committing executions on the courthouse grounds as well as indiscriminate killings throughout the town. By the time the state militia arrived on April 14th, approximately 150 lives had been lost. The victims were predominantly African Americans, while only a few white individuals were among those killed. This wasn't merely an episode of mob violence. It was a calculated terror tactic aimed at dismantling black political empowerment and undermining federal efforts to ensure civil rights. In the immediate aftermath, local authorities did little to arrest the perpetrators. It took federal intervention to bring about a semblance of justice. 97 white men were arrested under the Enforcement Acts, laws established to protect the civil rights of African Americans. Yet even with these convictions, a subsequent Supreme Court ruling weakened the enforcement of these protections, and many were eventually released. This legal defeat signaled a significant setback in the federal government's ability to uphold Reconstruction policies. Today, the Colfax Massacre stands as a stark symbol of the violent resistance to racial equality during the post-Civil War era. It highlighted not just a local struggle in a small Louisiana town, but a broader conflict that contributed directly to the collapse of Reconstruction and the eventual emergence of the Jim Crow era. This tragic episode reminds us of the heavy price of progress and the ongoing struggle against racial injustice that continues to echo in our society. By revisiting these events, we honor the memory of those who lost their lives and ensure that the legacy of their resistance informs the fight for equality today. As we reflect on the history of the Colfax Massacre, we are reminded that the battle for civil rights is both long and arduous. The memory of Colfax serves not only as a testament to the courage of those who fought for justice, but also as a warning of the depths that hatred and intolerance can lead to. If this story has moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of American history. Thank you for watching. Remember, the past has much to teach us, and by exploring these difficult chapters, we can better understand the ongoing journey towards a more equitable society.